This is Queen of Vibes. Hey there, my Pisces, and welcome to your end of year 2019 love reading. Okay, so what this reading is going to do is focus on the areas of our love life or relationships that we are experiencing, things that we're going through that are phasing out of our lives. Okay, things that we want to achieve, things that empower us, things that challenge us, things that we need to focus on and prioritize, and maybe places where we need to shift focus. We're going to focus on the bigger picture, lessons to learn, and then the possible outcome for the rest of this year. Okay, so I've already laid out these cards. Actually, already started the reading, but it didn't quite record. And at the very end, I'm going to pull 2 angel oracle cards, one from my singles and one from my couples, for a final message for the rest of the year. Okay, so welcome. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or for those of you who may be in a relationship with a Pisces who has those placements. Okay, so welcome Pisces, welcome cross watchers. I hope that this reading is helpful. If you do find it helpful, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Okay, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love on the channel and the support, all my new subscribers, all my new clients that I get through the channel. So thank you guys. Okay, go ahead and let's get into it. The first card is going to be energy that you are experiencing or needing to release. Okay, and we've got the 8 of Swords clarified by the Emperor. So, for some of my Pisces, you need to see the truth about someone that you hold in very high esteem. You need to see the truth that someone is either very controlling of you or trying to steer you in a direction that works for them. I think intuitively you know this, but you're refusing to see what it is. You're refusing to see this person for who they are. This person is very dominant. This person's very driven. This person is all about getting what they want. Okay, for others of you, what you need to release is this feeling stuck, not knowing what to do, or feeling like you can't do anything, because really you're just needing to take your power back in a situation. Whether you're single or you're dating or you're in a relationship, you've given away your power, Pisces, and it's time for you to take back control of your love life and take back control of your own power. So you're currently releasing that energy of not knowing what to do, not seeing things for what they are, or not wanting to see things for what they are, to being more empowered and more courageous. Okay, next thing that you are experiencing and maybe needing to release, we've got the Page of Pentacles clarified by the 9 of Wands. There's something that you've been waiting for, Pisces. Some of you have been stagnant for a long time, again, because of this refusal to see things for what they are and this refusal to take control of your love life. Others of you, you've been waiting for something. You've been waiting for something and waiting for someone who's taken their sweet time, and you're tired. So this is what you're currently experiencing, and you're phasing out of this, Pisces. You're phasing out of waiting for this person to make a move. Okay, because what you want to accomplish or achieve by the end of this year is a big decision in your love life. You're going to really decide, is this where I want to be emotionally? Does this person provide me with what I want emotionally? We've got the Queen of Cups clarified by the 2 of Swords. So you're going to make a decision about where your emotions really lie. Do you really have the emotional fortitude to be patient with this person, or to wait for a quote unquote somebody or something to happen? Or are you going to be moving away from a situation or a person? You know, you're really going to recognize what makes you happy from what doesn't make you happy. That's what you want to achieve. You want to achieve the ability to trust yourself emotionally enough to know that whatever you're feeling is accurate, and you're not just being in your head, you're not overthinking, you're not being indecisive. You want to be more emotionally stable. Okay, now something that I feel like empowers you, Pisces, is you feel more empowered when you have options. Okay, you feel more empowered when you have choices, and it makes you feel more desirable. It makes you feel more courageous. Okay, others of you though, and it'll resonate for you, whatever is yours. I feel like some of my Pisces, you struggle with conflict within yourself about where your true desires lie. Okay, you are conflicted about what it is that you really want, and so therefore you're struggling. It's a challenge for you. Okay, but at the same time, you feel this sense of renewal coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like even though it's a struggle for you, you're gaining momentum. We're really connecting with what your true desires are. But where you're truly challenged, Pisces, is by confronting people or situations. I think this is more people. Confronting people who cause you conflict and confronting people who play games with you. Okay, because sometimes you're choosing to not see what it really is, to not really see where somebody may be trying to take advantage, not to say that you're letting them, but really calling people out on their shit. Okay, Pisces, that's where you seem to struggle with. So these are all things that you're currently experiencing that you're moving away from. You're phasing out of not being able to speak up for yourself. That's what you're working on. Eventually, yes, you are going to speak your truth because we're going to get to the next row. I've already kind of jumped ahead. All right. And you will be more passionate and more motivated to go after what it is that you want and bump competition. Like, if anyone's making you compete for their affection, it's just not for you. You're like, compete for what? For who? Right? You want you want people, you want options, and not necessarily about people competing, but you just want to be able to make sure that you really put yourself out there to see what it is that you want. For some of you, you've been holding on and stuck on one particular person and not giving yourself the opportunity to date multiple people and see what it is that you really even like. Okay, because it's in the variety sometimes, especially for my singles, not for my couples. For my singles, the variety is where you really get to know yourself. You know, you may think you like somebody who's very quiet, but then you date somebody who's really aggressive and outgoing, and you're like, oh, wait, no, this really turns me on. This is what I really like. Okay, because I've been frustrated with this person who is indecisive, and I've been frustrated with this person who doesn't know what they want, or I'm having to be patient with this person because they're not done playing mind games and seeing other people. All right, for my couples, you are not going to run from the conflict in the relationship anymore. You're going to take ownership of your part, and you're going to speak up on all the things that you've been patiently waiting to resolve themselves, but they're not going to resolve themselves. So you're going to have to put your emotional big boy or girl pants on and face whatever your conflicts are in a relationship. That's where you are. That's what you're working through, Pisces. Okay? So now let's move on things that you need to kind of focus on and prioritize, all right? Or maybe shift out of, like, for good. Well, what do we need to prioritize? Maybe focus on and be more patient with yourself. And by doing that, learn to trust your intuition, Pisces. This is you in your own reading. You need to be patient with yourself. You give all of this patience to other people, to people. You give them time to get their shit together. You give them time to fuck around and play mind games with you. Give yourself some time, connect with yourself, and learn to trust your own intuition. You'll find that emotional balance that you are looking for when you get to the point where you don't need to stress and worry about anything because you know the deal. And Pisces, you are intuitive. You get these messages. That's why this Eight of Swords is here, because it's not like you don't know. You just want to pretend like you don't know. We just like to pretend like we're just going to go with the flow. How can you go with the flow when you are water? You already know what the flow. You are the flow, Pisces. And once you embrace that you are the flow, you will focus on your emotional satisfaction and creating that for yourself. All right? What your priority is to find your emotional center without feeling like that comes from an external source. And then anything that doesn't look like or doesn't resonate with what your emotional center is has to go. If they don't want to go, then you go. Okay? And at the very least, you let people know. You speak up. You're honest with yourself and with other people, okay? And you let them know, listen, if there's no stability here, if this is not longevity, if you're not going to create a foundation with me, and this is for singles and couples, if you're in a relationship that's more emotional and sexual, but there's no foundation here, it's time to speak up, Pisces, and say, look, pal, look lover, look husband, look wife, look boo, look bae, look whoever. We've got to really talk about where this is going, because this is what I want. All right, I want the 10 of Pentacles. I'm not going to pretend like I'm just okay with an emotional connection anymore. I'm not just going to pretend like I'm okay going with the flow, because I know what I want. Okay? And what I don't want is to be clinging to someone that I know is not providing for me. I don't want to cling to someone that makes me feel insecure. I don't want to cling to someone. So you need to release this. This is what you're releasing, Pisces. You're releasing clinging to a situation that's uncertain. You're releasing anyone or anything that leaves you in the dark, that leaves you confused, or you're releasing that energy that you're struggling with now. You're releasing that energy that you're experiencing now, where you're not seeing things for what they are, where you're keeping yourself stuck or trapped somewhere that is not really fulfilling you. Okay? And so now we're moving on to the bigger picture. Major arcana. There's some big changes coming with your perspective on love and relationships. We've got the strength card. So you're really going to take a good hard look at your views and perspective, and you realize, Pisces, that you want courtship. You want romance, you want passion, you want the full package. You're no longer going to be satisfied with the incomplete. You want this is the bigger picture. The whole shebang is the bigger picture for you. Okay? Unconditional love. Someone who understands you, someone that you take the time to understand. All that patience is going to go into a real, true romantic relationship. And the bigger picture is that in order to do that, you need to really take some time out and analyze. All right? Analyze yourself. Maybe be a little bit more analytical and a little bit less emotional. Dig deep, Pisces. Dig deep and really see what it is that you want. The bigger picture is that you can have what you want. All right? But you just need to decide what that is. All right? That's the bigger picture. The bigger picture is you really deciding and determining what true love looks and feels like to you. Okay? Lessons that you're going to learn. We've got the King of Wands. Clarified by the Queen of Cups. So, this is who you want to be, Pisces, okay? You want to be more confident, more outgoing, and more motivated. You want to be more direct. You want to be more passionate. But underneath it all, you're also going to be more emotionally balanced, okay? That's who you want to be. That's the lesson, is to get to that place where you are confident, because underneath it all, you know you're coming from a place of balanced emotions. Okay, you're not all over the place. You're not sad today, but then happy tomorrow because somebody did something great today and bad tomorrow. You know, it's not based off of someone else. It's coming from you. This is who you are. Okay, this is the lesson. This is who you want to be. This is what you want to work towards. All right, now we're moving on to the possible outcome. We've got the Tower, clarified by the Fool. Some of you are going to be knocked over in a good way for most, in a not so great way, in a challenging way, but in a way that actually opens up the door for what it is that you need to really be going after. Like, some of you are going to go through a little bit of a hiccup and then into this amazing new beginning. Because for those of you who experience and recognize that maybe there's a situation or a relationship that needs to end, or at the very least you get shook to the core. You realize where the foundation is not stable. Okay, once you hit this place, then you can go on to this new direction. For some of you, this will be a totally new person, a totally new relationship. But others of you, it'll just be a new direction in the relationship that you're currently in, because you're finally going to be working and realistic about building a foundation with someone. For my singles, though, I think there's an unexpected new love coming in. Even if you're dating right now, even if there's people in your, you've got these options. Some of you, there's somebody that's really going to take you by surprise, really going to knock you off your feet and just spin you into, it's like, how the top is spinning this way and then all of a sudden it hits something, boom, and it goes spinning. That's you, Pisces. Somebody's really going to knock you off your feet. Okay, this new person. And so now, once you've gotten these new fundamentals in place, right, you can go into this new relationship, or you can deal with this new person coming from a new positive foundation for yourself. All right, so for relationships, you're working on the foundation of relationship. For my singles, you're working on the foundation of yourself and how you want to be in relationships and how you want to experience your relationships. All right, Pisces. Now let's go ahead and see. The first romance angel message is for my singles, and this is past life relationship. You have known each other before. I really feel like this is going to be this person that is going to knock you off your feet. Some of you, this may be an Aries, this may be an Aquarius, this may be a Leo or a Virgo, or someone who has those areas strong in their charts. This past life relationship is someone who's going to really make you look at your views on love and everything that you thought you wanted. And really, you're going to be like, man, this is what I really want. Like, I want that passion. I've dumbed myself down in love for so long because I've been afraid to really want things. I've been afraid to think that I deserved more. But now that you realize that you're going to be more confident in love, you're realizing you want all of that courtship. You want something that's deeper. You want a deep connection with someone. Okay, next card is for my couples. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So for those of you who have been in a long-term relationship, some of you are going to be getting engaged. It's the holiday season. People love a good holiday surprise. For those of you who are already engaged or married, the commitment in your relationship is going to deepen because, again, you're going to be working on rebuilding any rocky foundations and being more honest and upfront about what it is that you want and need in this relationship. All right, Pisces, so that has been your end of the year message. It's just that kind of year. It's that kind of time where old energies are just phasing out and new things are coming in. 2020 is going to be a whole new ball game for a lot of us. So within the next month or two, I'm going to have the year ahead for 2020. But for now, these are the energies and these are your focuses for ending out 2019 so that you can start 2020 on a great foot. All right, guys. So I appreciate you being with me. If this was helpful, let me know. If you'd like something more personalized, I'm here for you. My information is in the description bar below. And I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Pisces.